What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and EA Sports is back at it again, boys. They're going to make this mode so expensive, you're going to have to pay to log in soon. We're going to talk about exactly what they did and why they did it, and it's pretty much genius on their part because they actually can make so much more money leading into Zero Chill, which is going to be starting off tomorrow with the Mix It Up Mondays. You're going to be seeing a lot of out-of-position players. For those of you guys that are not used to Zero Chill, you're going to want to go ahead and subscribe to GmiasWorld right now and turn on post notifications because we're going to give you all that info and more right here. So let's go ahead and talk about what they did. So inside of the store, you're going to see this cover athletes pack. It's 2,800 points. Now, you can remember last week what they did was they gave us an opportunity to pull a guaranteed 92 or the 93 limited. The wording was a little bit off because it wasn't that the 92 did not have to be a cover athlete, which some of you guys discovered. We were lucky enough to pull the Ray Lewis, but a lot of people were getting, cards from different promos or whatever, and they realized something, right? If they make it that expensive and the wording is kind of like crazy, it opens up an avenue where people can accuse them of falsifying what they're doing. It's actually smart the way that they did it now because nothing is really guaranteed in that pack other than butt cheeks and lint. So you don't have to get anything, but there's a chance at it. And it's pretty much half off of what it was last week. But now look at what's interesting, right? The way that the market is and the way that everything is going with the more expensive cards, you're probably not going to be able to get certain players that you want. And that's what makes it really nasty. Okay, so look, I sold a lot of my cards after making, I think I made like 1.8 mil off of the Team Diamonds promo. And I just said, you know what? I'm not going to finish this up because the way that dudes are charging like 75 million coins for 85, I'm out of it. So I started to make 84 to 85s and I sold them. I made like 1.8 mil. So I was up to about 2 point something. And then I sold a few more cards and I bought Richard Sherman earlier. I'm going to tell you why I bought him. And I'm going to tell you why it's advantageous to actually get them. But again, the price ranges, you're seeing what people are spending for it. And the reason that they're spending for it, just so you guys understand, the bonus abilities, a lot of what they're adding into the game itself is not playable without certain abilities. Okay? So because it's like that, you have to understand, if you don't have ways to get abilities on certain players, they're just out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you guys will look at your player like, yo, why is he not doing anything? Like, that's what the programmers have done to the game. So ultimately, they're like, they don't have any insight into what's supposed to happen until it happens. You know what I'm saying? They're just pure dummies until you give them abilities. So with all of the stuff that they've done right now, they've actually broken the promo to the point where the 92s are useless. Do you see what's going on here? Because look, I could easily say, you know what? I'm going to sell off Ray Lewis, I'm going to sell off Richard Sherman, and I'm going to sell Marshall Faulk, right? That's 2 plus 3. That's 5 million coins, right? And then also right here, that's going to be 7 million. But I don't have Gronk yet. I can wait on Gronk. Gronk is not important right now, right? Let's just go with these three. I'm going to show you how they broke it up, right? So if I sell these, right, and I go and get my 5 million, and then I buy these three back for 6, and then this guy is another 6, 1.2, and then I net about 3.8, right? The only thing that really happens is you lose specific things that go into the cards, which are the 0 AP special X factors, and it completely changes it because now you have to take away from something else to give somebody else an ability. I'm going to break it down for you, okay? Let's go ahead and let's just go full throttle into what this company has done and why people may get more and more frustrated now and just stop buying things and just say, look, you know what? You guys got it. Let's go to the defensive side of the ball real quick, all right? So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go all defense, right? Let's start with a guy that everybody knows, Ted Hendricks. All right, I'm going to break this down for all you guys. This is a 6'7" individual, 6'7". If we go back to Madden 15 when Julius Peppers was my user, you guys know what 6'7" is, right? So let me explain to you what happens, okay? He has an 89 jump, which is, the minimum to be able to get lurk artists, right? If you go into a game and you do not have lurk artists, they will throw the ball right at him and he will not react to the ball. Now, logically, you probably say to yourself, why would they do that? They did that because of complaints of linebackers being able to jump too high. Starting off with the ball hawk back when Ray Lewis was on the cover of that Madden, right? So they figured out a way. The development team went into a lab with a Ouija board and said, you know what? we're going to take away the ability for these players to jump at all, regardless of height, whatever they're doing. He could be 20 feet tall and the ball will be thrown right at him, and the only reason that the ball will be stopped is because it'll probably hit him, because his body will be, a solid object on the field, even though they, through my body still rocks through. But my point is this: because they are doing things like giving Ray Lewis the ability to get that specific lurk artist ability for 0, that changes everything. He's only 6'1", but they gave him a 95 jump. Plus, with the chemistry of the the cover athletes, it's CA, so it's like weird. The cover athletes' chemistry gives him another boost. So now he gets more jump. But not only that, look at what they did. They gave him this ability for 0. So now it's like, okay, my players don't react without abilities, but EA wants me to pay for those abilities. What's your move? That's what it comes down to. So this is what's going to happen, right? Because a lot of people that I've spoken to, they're just stepping away from MUT and never coming back because it's becoming 2K as far as spending money. And there's not a lot of ways for you to get these players outside of buying stuff. See, that's where EA made a mistake, because if they gave other opportunities, like when was the last time that they had like a gauntlet or something like that, where you were giving somebody a decent free player for grinding the game? See, those are the type of examples that I like to give, because for those of us that have been playing MUT for a long time, there was always another option. They've made it so they're letting us know outright, bro, we're taking the trade block away, so now you have no opportunity to trade with your friends, to try out a card or anything. You're just done. And we're going to make it so that you have to buy a pack every Sunday. Don't worry about church. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, you got to go to church. We're dropping this at 10:30 on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying, bro? Choose the Lord or choose EA. Like, bro, whoever is coming up with this, I got to be totally honest, I kind of like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You thought I was going to go the other way, right? I kind of like what they're doing, because they don't care, dude. You got to understand that. They don't give a F. So look, now that this guy has 0, I'm giving you guys the example, right? What would you rather have? Although he's 6'1" and Teddy Hendricks is 6'7", you can't jump with Teddy Hendricks. So you're going to go after a player that gets it for 0. Now, the other thing you can do is you can run alternate defenses, because the safeties, they still jump. So you can always go ahead and, say, look, you know what? I'm going to make Jeremy Chin my user, right? What happens is this, though. They've doubled down on the fact that they won't let you pick the ball without pick artist. Like, you'll literally drop every pick without pick artist. You know what the kicker is? The safeties don't get lurk artist. So unless you have pick artist for 1 with Sean Taylor, you're spending 2 AP. Because now when you go to lurk, it's more drop lurks than ever. And sometimes they're like linebackers and don't even animate. So this is what's going on right now. And everything about what they did with the actual cover athlete, they broke the whole promo. How do you go and not give the players a chance to get the one that's less than the collector's edition with the set? If they made it a set, it wouldn't be as bad, but they got too greedy. That's what the problem was. So now everything is messed up, because people would have still spent money for the collector editions, even with these being in the set. Because look at their prices now. It's such a drastic difference between the two. So everybody knows that these other cards are garbage. So why wouldn't you have just given the people a set so that they wouldn't complain as much? And then if we wanted to spend money, we could say, you know what? We're going to go spend money and we're going to go do it. Everything now just seems forced, which is why everybody is so aggravated with the actual promo. I would love to hear what you guys have to, say about this. What do you think? Let me know. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.